to credit facility, either by way of product taking or whatever you want to buy. So it means that the standard of living of Nigerians will be improved. The system will be able to separate between honest and dishonest people, and therefore will strengthen the access to the how do I put it, to easy access to means of livelihood that will increase your standard of living. So, Mr. President and my distinguished colleagues, I think this is one bill that does not require too much debate. It's a bill that should be supported by each and every one of us, and I congratulate the sponsor of the bill, distinguished Senator Rafiu, for this very important and innovative bill before the Senate. Thank you very much, Mr. President.
Thank you, Senator Ben Bruce.
This bill is an education for millions of Nigerians. By the time they get to an age where they have an income and they can borrow 10,000 naira in the bank, they now understand the consequence of that debt, the consequence of delinquent payment, the consequence of late payment, the consequence of not paying at all, and what it does to them. Whether you borrow money to go to school, whether you're trying to raise money to buy your first car, it could be a second-hand 500,000 naira car. This bill is critical for the development of every Nigerian. It's not so much for the rich, it's for everybody, because it teaches you how to plan, it teaches you how to conduct your life. When I was a student at university outside the country, the first thing they teach you is, if you borrow, my first car was $2,000, it was a second-hand Mustang. Say if you borrow $2,000 and you are paying $100 a month, if you default, you may never be able to buy another car, because the waiting period is 1 year for you to clean up your report. For 1 year, you cannot be in the system. For 1 year. So if you tell a child, listen, I know you watch TV and you see how people commit fraud and what they do, but now you can't do that anymore. Because if you do it, the system will be against you. And if the system goes against you, there is nobody you can report to. You can't go to the bank manager and say, please, okay, I made a mistake. No, you have to wait that 12 months to fix the problem. So this becomes the Bible of finance for a young generation of people who have never understood the importance of having a good record. And this bill knows nobody. It doesn't know anybody. You either get it right or you pay the price. So it's like what they said, if the glove don't fit, you must acquit. Thank you very much.
Finally, Senator.
Because I think it's a part of our change agenda. It's part of those things that we feel that when they are introduced to this country, it will go in line with the zeal of the current administration to change the way things are done in this country. It is in line with international best practice. Yes, it's not change the change or fake change the change, real change. And I commend my good friend. It has been canvassed by speakers before me. The importance has been canvassed, and apart from the economic benefit, it also it's going to help in creating a good moral attitude, on or within the country, by our people. Because you know that once you go out there and borrow money from bank, and you decide to play, a funny game, the records are there, and your credit standing will be dented. This is how it's done all over the world. First of all, you need to be screened, and the data is there, everything about you is there. It will help the creditors not to move into unnecessary risk, because they will have all the facts before them. They know you will repay all the risks involved and how to mitigate those risks. So I think it's a very good system, and it's something that we should encourage, and we should not have problem passing this bill. And we should encourage, I should urge my colleagues to also support this bill because of its importance. Thank you, Mr. President.
All right, let me, on behalf of all now, and if it were in place, maybe some of the banks that went under would have been in place today, including the CCB, the ACB, the Bank of the North. Most of these banks went under because they were just giving money to those that came around without any record of their credit rating. But if this is in place, and I think that they to place every person on record on your credit standing to enable the bank determine whether to give you loan or otherwise, and this will help to strengthen our banking sector. So I would like to thank the Senate for considering this bill, and I would like to put the question at this point. Those who support that the bill be taken the second time, say aye. Those against, say nay. The ayes have it. Clerk of Senate.